Hi, Julius here. In this video I'm excited to let you know MIDIGrade has reached its next major step, which brings upgrades so significant that it will be called version 2.0. With hundreds of users worldwide, I've gotten lots of great feedback and suggestions from you guys. Thank you for that. Most importantly, there's been a big push to make the programming as efficient and reliable as possible, meaning in MIDIGrade 2.0 you will notice improvements in its speed, precision and reliability. But we're just scratching the surface here. For starters, MIDIGrade is now compatible with DaVinci Resolve 15. It's possible to use the older versions too, but our main focus will be on the latest release. With the addition of SoftClip and a brand new bank full of useful shortcuts called Function Menu, there's now 19 brand new DaVinci Resolve features added to MIDIGrade. This means the total amount of different DaVinci Resolve functions controlled by MIDIGrade has reached over 100 to a whopping 113 to be precise. Alright, now let's pretend you have manipulated a setting and would like to change it back to its default value. What do? Obviously there's the undo key for that, but what if you've already made adjustments to other settings in between, so that's pretty much not an option then? Now in MIDIGrade 2.0 there's an option to reset adjustments. Simply hold down the knob assigned to that setting you'd like to reset, and after 2 seconds you will see it doing just that. And now, here's something which can potentially blow your mind and does definitely count as revolutionary in my book. The latest and biggest update: you don't need this controller anymore. What I mean by that is MIDIGrade is now fully operable with your keyboard and mouse or trackpad. Does that sound counterintuitive? Let me explain. A while ago I got to collaborate on a project with one of the most successful colorists in Finland today. He has hit it big overseas and is now regularly color grading for clients which are undeniably among the most influential in this business worldwide. So obviously when I was first entering his workplace I was expecting a super sophisticated grading suite with a controller setup reminding more of an aircraft cockpit. What I ended up finding was his state-of-the-art laptop, a reference monitor and a mouse. That's it. Half dumbfounded and half in awe, I couldn't but stare while he did his magic. And at that point this seed of thought was planted in my mind. Could this actually be a worthwhile method to do color grading? After doing lots of testing and playing around with the idea, I can now safely say that way of working is definitely something which should not be overlooked. The way this works is you hold a keyboard key down, and now either with your pre-assigned keys or using either your mouse or trackpad, you can now make adjustments just like you would by turning the knobs on the controller. To be honest, adjusting DaVinci Resolve settings with a mouse this way isn't awful at all. It's the process of moving your cursor from one setting to another, toggling between menus and so on, which is actually the most tedious part. So now that that's taken care of for you, it all becomes surprisingly fluent all of a sudden. And what's even better, you're not compromising your precision this way at all, especially if you bring your mouse sensitivity down a little. So who is this feature aimed at? For starters, I fully recognize the price of the controller may be too steep for some people, so this will be great for those users who can't afford to own the MIDI controller but are still interested in using MIDIGrade. This is also great for those striving at the most minimalistic and lightest setup possible, and of course for simply those preferring to use their keyboard and mouse for making adjustments. Just now, you can be much faster in your workflow, and no need to worry about your ability to add notes, toggle grades on and off, add power windows and so on. All the shortcuts that are made available on the controller are all included in this new MIDIGrade keyboard feature and can be accessed just as easily. You can even access the new functions menu and adjustment resets, which makes this practically an uncompromised way to use MIDIGrade. If you'd like to, you can even use the controller and keyboard side by side, which I've found very convenient too. When using MIDIGrade with your keyboard, the only thing you need to remember is that the layout is the same as on the controller, and then you're ready to start cranking grades faster than ever using just your keyboard and mouse. So that's it. For more detailed information, please follow the link below. Do note this update brings a bunch of new features with it, and the programming has been completely revamped. So if you find anything funky going on with MIDIGrade on your system, please report back to me to let me know. Also, if you'd like to know what else I've been up to, you can find me on Instagram at julios_dop. And finally, if everything goes smoothly rolling out this update, our next step will be the highly anticipated Windows version. I hope you're as excited for this new MIDIGrade release as I am, and I wish you all happy grading. Thanks for watching.